What's going on, guys? I'm Jahova, and as you can see, I got a package in the mail, and I was pretty excited. I've gotten a couple care packages from LG now, and it's always a good time. So as you can see here, we have a 21 by 9 curved ultra-wide monitor. Now, curved is something that started not too long ago, and I've always been interested in it, and you know, I always wanted to have one, but I never got one. Never broke down and got one, and like I said, LG was nice enough to send one out. So as you can see here, this is the box for it, and it's massive. This is my hand for scale, and my hand is exactly, I don't know. I was going to give you in inches. It doesn't matter. It's big. It's a huge box. Whenever this arrived at my door, I was like, oh my God, what is this? But yeah, 21 by 9 is the aspect ratio, 34-inch monitor. And you know, I'm not the biggest technical guru, so I'll just show you all the stuff on the box, and I'll try to put all the product details or whatever in the description, as well as like link you to the page so you guys can like really look into it if you want to, because I got a lot of questions on the last one. So QHD ultra wide, whatever that means, 3440 by 1440. I don't know if you can see that. 21 by 9 curved, I guess 4-screen split function, which that's cool. I work on a lot of different, I normally run a 3-screen setup, so with that, you know, that's 4 screens. That's good. Mac compatible, so that's awesome. IPS. So what else? Is there any more details anywhere? Let me just look. No, that looks like about it. So I guess without further ado, guys, I'm gonna hook it up to my setup, and we're gonna try out some games and see what it's like. See what we think. All right, guys, let's do it. All right, guys, here it is. As you can see, I've kind of got it set up on the end of my work area for now, because basically I'm about to get a new computer here like really soon. You guys are gonna see more and hear more, find out more about that in the very near future. But anyways, this monitor, I have plans for my next setup when I have essentially 2 PCs running, 2 rigs running. So, so as you can see, I kind of had to rig some shit up down here at the end of my setup. As you can see, my existing monitors are back there. And so this is it over here on the end, absolutely massive, 34 inches wide. It's pretty insane. So I also had to get a folding table out here just to be able to get my keyboard and mouse somewhere where I could use them, and then my comfy reclining chair over here. So kind of rigged. Excuse the mess. You guys can see the trash can over there, completely full. Don't hate me. I'm sorry. So anyways, yeah, this is just obviously the home screen of Counter-Strike. I'm gonna play a few different games, see what we can do, see what resolutions work on what games and what don't. And yeah, we're gonna try some stuff out. This thing is massive and it's beautiful. The curve is, let me see if I can just show you the curve. Do you believe in the curve? Believe it. If I didn't like show this side angle, there was bound to be probably one person at least in the comments. It's like, it's not even curved, stupid, you got a regular one. It is curved. Oh, by the way, up there, if you guys didn't see that, that is the 1 million subscriber plaque. I showed you guys this a long time ago, but I just now got it hung up, so I'm pretty proud of myself for finally getting it hung up. The thing weighs like 75 pounds, so I was really nervous about hanging it, about mounting it. I didn't want to like destroy my wall, but anyways, yep, it's up there. All right, without further ado, guys, let's get into some games and see what we think. Alright guys, so as you can see here, my first game that I wanted to try out was H1Z1. I actually did this for the previous monitor that LG sent out to me. It was the 34-inch 21 by 9 aspect ratio as well, but it wasn't the curved one. One of the first games I tried out was H1Z1 because it was kind of newer at the time. I definitely wanted to hit H1Z1 again. So as you can see here, obviously 34 inches is massive. This aspect ratio is insane. It gives you such an expanded view on the sides, and I just feel like H1Z1 is the perfect game to kind of showcase that. It really feels like it gives you a little bit of an edge, because I mean, I'm terrible anyways, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that I don't do good in this gameplay. But it feels like it gives you a little bit of an edge because you have a lot more peripheral. Obviously, you know, you just have a lot more on the sides, kind of showing you what's going on. It's really handy. Look at this I had a camera sitting in front of my face, keep in mind, so that's some of the excuse for the terribleness right there. But with the feature of being able to, what is it, hold Alt in H1Z1 and like look behind you, you know, to kind of check your back, make sure nobody's following you. When you do that on this monitor, it just feels like you can see the entire map, and it's really cool. So I tried to get some H1Z1 gameplay to show you guys that. And as you can see here, also I want to say that if you see a little bit of like, I don't know how to explain it, but whenever you edit videos, if you disable resample, it'll get motion blur, I guess is what it would be called. You get rid of a lot of motion blur by disabling resample whenever you edit a video. I did that to all these clips, but you still see a little bit of it, and I can tell you for a fact that that wasn't an issue when I was playing. That's not an issue with the monitor. That's just an issue with me recording the physical screen with a GoPro sitting in front of it instead of using like capturing software. So anyways, I didn't notice any like noticeable technical difficulties while I was doing this. You see me, I crouched in that bush real quick because I realized, oh, I'm just playing on default monitor settings because I was so excited. I just hooked it up and started playing. So here you can see everything's a little bit brighter, a little bit more vibrant. I put it on the gaming, the preset gaming mode, and it seemed to make everything quite beautiful. So I went over here and I just kind of enjoyed the scenery for a little bit for you guys. And it just, once again, it just kind of shows you, well, first of all, the scale of H1Z1 is absolutely amazing and beautiful, but just kind of shows you how much you can see with this monitor. It's ridiculous. The thing is massive. So yeah, that's H1Z1, runs pretty damn well. You know, like I said, I didn't notice any technical issues. Everything looked pretty good, and for this game, I could definitely recommend. So that was one of my things whenever I started looking into these ultrawide monitors, is that they say that they don't support all games. You know, there's only you know, a handful of games or whatever that were supported by the resolution, and so I was like, oh, I hope, you know, that's questionable, but H1Z1 works. And then the next game that I jump into is gonna be actually, I'll show you some Rocket League. So with Rocket League, you can see that it doesn't have the aspect ratio that supports the monitor, but I just kind of put it on the max one, and I don't know if you can really tell here, but that's definitely wider. You know, it's a 34-inch monitor, and it almost fills up the entire screen with a little bit left over on the end. So it's still a pretty big resolution, and it looked really, really nice. And you know, the color and everything is beautiful. So I just had to try something out to show you guys what a game might look like if it's not fully supported by the 21:9 ratio. Also, keep in mind, like I said, I am not the most, like, I kind of know the basics when it comes to this stuff, but I'm not Best Buy's employee of the month in the electronics department. So check all the links in the description if you want you know, actual factual information and all that good stuff. So here we're going to get into Counter-Strike. So with Counter-Strike, I don't believe that there is actual, I don't know. So whenever you look in the video settings on Counter-Strike, it doesn't show anything above the 16:9. Actually, I think there's like a 16:10. I believe are like the highest resolution settings, or aspect ratio, whatever you call it, on Counter-Strike, but for whatever reason it works, as you can see here. So I guess, I don't know if it just stretches it or whatever, but it does work, and it's pretty sweet to see Counter-Strike on this. I play on a much smaller monitor normally, and because of like recording and streaming and all that good stuff, I usually play it in windowed mode, so it's even smaller. But you know, it's really cool to see it in this widescreen format, and it works. Obviously, as you can see, there is no, you know, letterbox or whatever you want to call it. There's no black bars on the side like you saw with Rocket League. So these are the 3 games that I tried out. I didn't try like GTA 5 or what are some of the others that I could have tried out? I guess some of the Call of Duties, stuff like that. I didn't try any of those out. I just tried these 3. So H1Z1 seems like fully compatible. Seems to work flawlessly. Counter-Strike works, but I don't know if it's like supposed to work. Like I said, I don't really know, man. I just, the monitor's sexy, and I hooked it up, and it works, and I love it, and it's the new hotness. But you know, it seems like, what was it? Whenever the game ends on the score screen, there was some things left off on the top and the bottom of the screen. I don't know if you can tell now, like in game, but whenever the game ended on Counter-Strike, like I said, I could tell it did seem like there was some issues. So like I said, it seems to work, but not like 100% compatible with Counter-Strike. As far as I can tell with H1Z1, everything works perfect. So I don't know. There's probably a lot of you guys that know a lot more. So as you can see here, yeah. So I have it on 16:9, and what is that? 3440 by, I can't tell because it's in the preview of my editing software. 3440 by 1440 resolution, 16:9 aspect ratio right there is what I have it set on. So yeah, like I said, a lot of you guys probably know a lot more about monitors and resolution settings and aspect ratios and all that good stuff. So if you guys want to chime in the comments, that is more than welcome. I do not mind that at all. You guys can discuss it all you want, but this is my little video just kind of showing you the monitor, what it looks like, the basics. I think it's pretty sexy. I enjoyed it. Like I said, you know, it works for two of my favorite games, and that's H1Z1 and Counter-Strike. So appropriate links for more information in the description. I hope you guys enjoy. And like I said kind of in the beginning, I'm going to have my my new gaming setup here real soon, my new PC gaming setup here real soon. And I'm going to keep my existing one and kind of have them both coexisting in a multi-gaming unit. I don't know what I'm saying. It's going to be cool. I'll update you guys whenever that time is here. But this monitor, I have plans for it in that setup. So yeah, going to be pretty cool. Anyways, guys, I love you. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you later.